I don't think there's any greater power than getting a room to laugh out loud. There's no greater luxury than being paid to think.
Where's our Darth Vader?
Exactly.
She's stuck in Kansas.
You look somewhat unhoused.
If you can't find something nice to say something quiet but devastating.
I would have been such a monster. Such a monster.
My guest today is a very, very funny person. I was so happy to get to spend an hour with her in here. She's an actor. She's an author. If your feed looks anything like mine, she's popping up in videos all the time on your For You page. Please enjoy my conversation with the lovely Brenda Cullerton. Today is Friday, June 19th. This is That Sounds Like a Lot. Well, first of all, you should know we intro you earlier and blah, blah, blah. So we'll just cut in somewhere.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that.
Oh, yeah. Well, what do you want?
No one ever knows how to intro me. I'm delighted that you took the liberty. I am absolutely delighted to hear that.
No, I'll give you something. What would you want me to say about you? That's a good jumping off point. If someone had to intro you, what would you want the world to know about who you are? Because I'm fascinated by you.
I think I am doing exactly the same thing as the Zers that I work with out in Bushwick are doing.
The Zers?
But 50 years later.
Sure, yeah.
You know, I do some filming, I do some comedy, I do some writing. That's what they all do. You know, I mean, when I go out there and shoot, because, you know, they're living 4 people in a room, you know, with one bathroom. Yeah. I'm absolutely fascinated by their energy and their exuberance and the fact that they're so fucking happy to be here. I mean, I lived in what was called a studio.
Yeah, sure. I'm familiar.
With a lovely view.
Yeah, where?
Bathroom, Gramercy Park.
See, that's nice.
Not Bushwick. I was not in Bushwick.
But that's the dream. People would kill to have a studio in Gramercy.
Of course they would.
Yeah.
Of course they would. But it was $95 a month. I kid you not.
No.
I mean, you'd think I was born in 1835.
Yeah.
But this is like
crazy.
No. This was in the 70s. This was early 70s. And
$95 a month?
$95 a month. And I think when it went co-op, it sold for, I don't know, like $41,000. And it had a terrace. Well, I only bring that up because when I'm seeing how these other people dudes live, I mean, one of the things that I thought was so profound, I can't remember if it was me who said it. I'll say it was me. Yeah. It might have been him. I said, it doesn't matter how small the room is that you live in New York City because the real room is outside.
Yeah.
And that's why you're here.
Yeah.
You're here for that room outside, not for fucking amenities.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already ranted about the amenities in these apartment buildings.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in 1973, I was incredibly fortunate.
What were you doing to pay $95 a month?
I was writing copy for Star Wars action figures.
Yes, that's right. You told me that when we first met, the Star Wars action figures.
Yes. I was not shooting film. I was not, a fan of hip-hop. No, I mean, that was what paid the rent.
Yeah.
Was, and then, I mean, the highlight again of how different it was we would shoot in L.A., of course, every winter because you couldn't shoot up north.
It was like TV commercials you're writing
TV commercials
for Star Wars toys.
For all of the Star Wars toys. I was, of course, the voice of Darth Vader. That's really not a stretch.
You really
for you
were
to realize.
the voice?
For everything that was done in terms of PR, yes. It was not James Earl Jones. Who was doing shit for,
so you voiced
ad figures.
I don't think I knew that when we talked about this before.
I haven't talked about it, I don't think, in 40 years
that's
myself.
Insane.
But yeah.
So you'd go out to California, be Darth Vader.
But what was more insane was, I was sort of afraid of flying.
Oh.
Not rabidly afraid, but I loved trains. So I would get on the train in New York City for a 5-day ride out to Los Angeles. The whole team was in L.A. waiting. The creative director would call my partner.
Where's our Darth Vader?
Exactly.
She's stuck in Kansas.
He would call Homer and he would say, where the fuck is she now?
Yeah.
And Homer would say, well, she was in Chicago. She got off to get her hair washed at Marshall Fields, and I think she's back on the train at 5:30. So I took the train to Cincinnati because that's where all the clients were. P&G was in there. Hasbro was in there.
Okay.
That was a sleepover train. Anywhere I could take a train.
Sure. And now, did you have that kind of like seniority there that they were like, oh, Brenda can take the train, who cares?
Seniority. No,
maybe not seniority, but like...
I didn't have seniority. I mean, I was they didn't have all these freaking terms like they have now.
Sure.
55 executive vice presidents.
But if you said, I want to take a train and it's going to take me a while.
That was not a problem. I mean, I had a huge office. mean, I had no window or anything. Not that that mattered. You could smoke, of course, in those days.
Oh, that's fun.
So I would smoke. But not only that, what I would do was if there was a movie playing and I had finished my part, I was never a team member with any art director. It was always, I'm done. The copy's done. Do what you want.
Sure.
So I would have an extra coat at the office and a purse. I never carried a purse except for this purpose, and a pack of cigarettes. And I would leave them in the room as if I had just sort of stepped out to the bathroom to be back. And then I would go and see Mandingo, or I would go to the movies.
Sure.
2.5 hour movie. And then I would end up
Well, there was
at the
no
office
Slack.
at 4.
There was no.
Yep.
You'd have to worry about someone being like, you're inactive on Slack right now, or you're not.
That's exactly right.
Because you were just do whatever you want. My dad told a similar story to me recently when he worked here downtown.
Right.
They would leave their like sports jacket on their chair.
Oh.
And then they would just go out and have
for a
like
beer.
an extended beer lunch. And like, 'cause the jacket would be like, oh, he's around. He just must be in the bathroom. Or he must
Exactly
be like,
right.
His jacket's on his chair. And I was like, yeah.
I
Back
mean,
then you could just do
It's
fuck
so
all
sad.
at work.
Exactly. It's and get paid for it.
You can't escape from work nowadays, or you can't even like. There's not an excuse for because there's 6 ways to get anything done now. So it's like
Yes, that's exactly
back
right.
then a little boat could have been even like a white lie, and then suddenly your vacation's extended, and then it's like and no one can really bother you.
But I mean, not even COVID was an excuse not to work. I mean, the assholes figured out a way, to get into your room, really, and make you sit at that desk with 18 other postage heads and work, which I think kind of sucks. I do, because I think that at your age, whatever, and younger, at any age, it's a big world out there, and when they just know where you are every single fucking minute,
Sure.
I
feel like you'd be good. I don't think it's a generational thing either. I think you'd be good if you had to work today in like an office. I think you'd be just as confident to be like, sorry, I'm offline, or sorry, I'm writing a book, or sorry,
That's
like,
right.
I don't.
I'll circle back.
It's a personality trait with you. I think you just were born in a time where you could fuck around a little at work.
I
and
think
it
that's
served you well.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely.
But you didn't want to do like comedy back then.
Oh hell no! Are you kidding?
You weren't thinking about that stuff.
I wasn't thinking about anything.
And now you're like
except,
always. I feel like I'm always seeing you in videos.
Well, that's
and in
very
shoots.
weird. I don't know how that's happened. No, I'm not kidding.
You don't have an agent or anything.
Nothing.
But
No
it feels like
agent.
you're always like.
No agent. No SAG. No. I mean, nothing. I've never belonged to anything, Matt.
But are you happy with the work? Like
I am.
You feel like you're doing something you should have been doing for a while. Like
Well, I'm very grateful in a way that I never started acting when I was young. I mean, I did always want to act.
really.
I would have been such a monster, had I done this younger.
Yeah.
That I'm almost grateful that I'm about 100
How so?
on a short runway. No, really.
How so, like, why do you think you would have been a monster?
Because I know it. I mean, I'm a born diva.
narcissistic. Like, yeah,
Probably just a touch.
just a smell.
Just a touch. I mean, what actor is not a little tiny bit narcissistic?
Sure, I have it. I get it.
Of course, but yours, it's behind that facade of. I mean, I can't believe you have any narcissism. It's the gentlest. No,
That's nice.
honestly,
That's nice.
even when you're like stabbing somebody, when you're nailing it with one of those analogies, it's done so gently and humorously that they barely know they're dead. They barely know you've killed them.
That's the idea. That's the idea.
I know.
My sister sent me a New Yorker comic that I have on my bulletin board for years now, and it's like, if you can't find something nice to say something quiet but devastating. And it's like, yeah, that is the way. It's like that's the advice.
She knew you.
She
mastered you, didn't she?
Just kind of get to the heart of it all and really cut down the. But I don't think anything I do is. I'm not trying to kill those that should not be killed. You know what I mean?
Well, the way you talk about politics, it's pretty obvious which camp you're in.
Sure.
And it's also
Hard
pretty
right.
obvious. Yeah, exactly. Which is amazing. We have any rapport now that I think of it, because you're so hard right.
Yes.
But I mean, we know who the enemy is when you're talking. Of course we do. But it's just so wild the way you get there. I mean,
that's very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, that's something going on up there that
like, I think for me, it's like I get so frustrated with this moment and how people talk about this stuff. I tend to believe that I'm not like a radical anything. I'm pretty like common sense, let's be good to each other kind of politics, which aligns with the left. But like when I try to do my comedy about politics, I'm trying to always be like, I'm trying to like shake the people that are not paying attention or that are in the center, because the right's probably gone. But it's like, I still try to be like, are you guys seeing this shit?
Yep.
Like, I try to go with that tone of voice of like, are you seeing this shit? Like, any normal person would say, well, this is just not how people should behave or treat each other or govern.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So it's like, I try never to come from like the easy, I don't know, I have a lot of mixed feelings about like, protests where it's like we're all just making fun of like the size of Trump's dick. I'm like, it's like how many of those
I
do
agree.
we like? And I bash them too, but it's like I've sort of like get OD'd on that sense of humor.
Yep.
So I always try to come from a place of like, come on, guys, this is so ridiculous. It's
I
like
think,
we have to make jokes about it.
Part of your dynamic is that because there's no rage in it. I mean, because there's no visible rage in it, which everybody has gotten so tired of both feeling and watching.
Yeah.
That I think they don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. I try to be celebratory when I can.
You come in from the side. You do. You seduce
like
us with this kind of, as I say, gentle wit.
Yeah. Thanks.
And anyway. I'm sure you don't like compliments, but
no, I'll take it. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a gift.
We got coffee last month. It was a blast. You told me about your acting.
I said it was the best blind date I'd ever been on.
It was fun.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was a really good
unbelievable.
time.
I really
Didn't want it to end, Brenda.
No, me neither. That's all I could say. Me neither.
It was fun. You were worried that people were going to recognize me, and no one did. So that was embarrassing. You switched locations. You're like, you sent me a crazy voice message while I was on the train. You're like, we got to move. And I was like, what? And you're like, everyone's going to notice you, so we're going here. And then we went to another place, and no one noticed me there either. And I was like, what?
But this is because everybody I know fucking adores you.
No, it's
so
just
I
on
would
your
have
phone.
figured that we would have,
that's so funny though.
run
it was like,
into
it was
some
so,
of them.
Just getting that message, like we gotta keep a low profile. I was like,
right.
what are you talking about?
The paps. We gotta hide from the paps.
I'm not JFK Jr. or something. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Did you watch that?
No, did you?
I hardly. Did your partner watch it?
She did, yeah.
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
I did too.
Did you like it?
It was abominably bad.
Oh, okay.
And I loved it. I mean,
yeah. I mean, the stuff I overheard was really funny.
Oh my God. I mean, they were worse. They were anyway, just as dumb as the people they portrayed. Never mind.
But did you find you were living in New York in the 90s?
Oh
right?
Yeah, and I worked for Calvin Klein, and I
really. Did you know any of these people involved in the show?
Sure.
Really?
I mean, I did the. Well, I certainly didn't know him, but I knew a lot of people who knew him, and he was always around socially. He was quite a, social bee.
Sure.
But I mostly did, when I left the agencies, when I quit, just never working full time again, I then went part time and made a killing in the world of fashion. So I wrote for all of Calvin and Armani.
What were you doing specifically?
Donna Karan and coming up with their creative.
Whoa! I don't think we talked about this when we had coffee.
Well, we don't need to go there very.
Sure, no, but it's fascinating. So you were overlapping at all these parties and all these.
Yes, although I have never been a mingler. I fucking hate mingling. So
I just bailed on a serious mingling assignment for this weekend, and I feel so fucking good about it.
do you not enjoy?
I don't mind a mingle, but I need a mingle with a purpose. Like I need sort of like not even just like to get my dollar out of it or something. It's more of just like
what's the purpose?
Yeah, I love meeting new people more than anything. I really do love like a good conversation with someone. But I have to like there's got to be some connection. Like going to an empty room of people, like it's just sort of like, well, what's the
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah,
the glass of Chardonnay. Oh my God.
Yeah, and like there's something about these parties, these like fashion type parties where you're sort of like. It feels like a weird class divide, and I don't feel like
like you're part of.
I don't feel comfortable, being like the waited on sometimes at these things where it's like
I get that.
It can feel a little bougie and strange.
And you don't think you're bougie?
No, do you? I mean, you're bougie.
Oh hell
Look
yeah!
at my shoes.
Hell yeah! Shoes have nothing to do with
but
it.
that's not a
neither do
guy.
hoodies, neither do t-shirts or jeans. Come, give me a break. The number of guys I know who wear, sneakers that are worth $1,500.
Oh yeah, no, these are
with a hoodie from
$79.99.
Okay. I'm just saying, you all wear the same shit, so it's very hard to tell who's bougie and who's not. No, really,
sure,
because you all look like not thugs, but you look. Somewhat unhoused, which I don't understand, Matt. I don't. I mean,
somewhat unhoused is a new category of liberal protection of words.
No, but I mean,
he was not somewhat homeless. He was somewhat unhoused. Your perception of me is so funny. I don't have any awards. I'm not bougie.
We won't argue about that now.
Sure.
But,
I think I aspire to bougie.
So if you're not bougie, what are you?
Great question. What are the different levels?
Levels? Well, from bougie to...
I'm like working man.
That's a ridiculous self-description. I mean, you asked me. Okay, I'm asking you now. How would you describe, not with the hyphen it's on Instagram or whatever, but what's the profile?
For me?
Yeah.
Like the type of person I am.
Yeah.
I think I'm a approachable coastal elite.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take elite. I'll definitely take elite. I think that's what I was implying with bougie.
I think I have good taste.
Okay.
I think I'm well read, but I don't think I reflect that in my outward appearance and the things I do.
You mean you're not affected?
Yes.
Right.
I think so.
Well, you're definitely not affected. That
Sure.
there's no question.
Now we're getting in the weeds, but
But I like the weeds. Are you kidding? It's where the truth always lies, is in the fucking weeds.
no, I could be getting this wrong, but when we hung out, you said you just finished shooting a movie with FKA Twigs. Acting is something that's calling to you right now. You feel inspired to act. Do you like it?
Nothing calls me and nobody calls me either. But Matt,
I called you. I was like, come in here and do
Are you
this.
kidding me? Oh my God. You have no idea how that made my month.
That's sweet. But no,
Nothing calls me.
I want to do. You know what my dream is? Ever since we got coffee, I've been thinking about it. I want to write something for us to do together, like a short film.
Oh, I'd love that.
If you're open to that. But I don't know what we are to each other in the film. You know what I mean?
Well, I could be anything.
Sure.
I'm an actor.
Sure. Don't worry, you got the
Anything
job.
you want.
Don't worry, you got the job. Relax. No, I just I could picture. I think there'd be something fun and sweet. And lately I've been really wanting to make a short because I just want to direct and do something
sure.
that doesn't
Absolutely.
involve that doesn't involve the process of we're gonna take a meeting with someone to maybe see if we can get fun, like something I could do
that's
in
a nightmare.
like a 2-day shoot kind of thing.
Yeah,
you
I've
know?
done 100 of them. I would be delighted.
You really are the belle of the ball right now. I feel like on the internet, you're.
Well, I mean, there is. You should look up this guy Jeb. Okay, it's called The World of Jeb. I think he's like 12. I mean, he's so young, it's ridiculous.
The World of Jeb.
The World of Jeb.
All right.
And he does a series called 15-Second Movie,
Oh, that's fun.
which is huge. They're 15 seconds long. He has stars on them and people who aren't stars like me.
Yeah.
But it literally takes an hour and a half. I mean, I've been on shoots that take a week. I've been on ones.
Sure.
I mean, if you know what you want to do, and it's like, it doesn't have to be either expensive or hugely time consuming or.
I just have since starting shooting these in here and chatting with people, it makes me feel so alive to have my phone on Do Not Disturb for an hour and just be talking with people about what they're making or what they want to make. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, there is nothing. Life is great. I have a very good life, but there's nothing better than the feeling of making something with people. To me, it's a better high than
Yep.
I don't know, a milestone birthday party or something. You
Right.
know, it's I'd much rather be problem solving for something that I think is going to become funny or beautiful or interesting, whether that's music or comedy or a talk show, you know, whatever. It's that's why I don't know. I'm in this place where this year I'm really trying to meet more people which is why I think you and I were talking and I was like, we should just do the coffee. We should just get together.
Oh, absolutely.
And then I was like, yeah, now I'm like, well, now we should star in a film. And maybe that's delusional, but it's you see stuff in people where you're we could work well together, I think.
I think there's no question. I also think that it's hard to take that first step in anything. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do. The first step is a mother.
Yeah.
But once you've made that step, I promise you, I mean, there's a momentum that just seems to happen organically. Yeah. I hate that word. The main reason that I do all of this is obviously not because I'm looking forward to an Oscar.
Sure. But
no, I mean, one knows. It's just what you said. It's the fact that I am out there with different people all week. And
so fun.
Life can be so isolating in this town. I mean, that's the thing about writing, is that...
Tell me about it.
I couldn't do that anymore. I couldn't stare at that fucking wall 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Working over 3 paragraphs. You know what I mean? And then...
It's very lonely. It's a very lonely...
hugely
I spend
lonely.
most of my days just writing by myself. And what I get is the validation of sharing the writing via these videos sometimes.
Right.
And then I feel like I get to see the community and the people having their own interactions with each other. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's the fun of it.
Yeah, that's the perk.
Yeah.
Is definitely the... But I think still, it is a solitary pursuit.
Totally.
A solitary passion. And that was just giving me a fucking nervous breakdown. I mean, I couldn't talk to myself anymore. It was just
You've written a couple books, right?
I have. But and then there's also that huge delay between when you've actually finished the book and into the notes, and then after the notes, through the copy, and then through, my God, the hierarchy, the levels.
How are you with getting notes on stuff like that?
I'm terrible.
I have a hard time because I trust my taste so much.
Yep. And you work so hard at it, I would assume.
But then I also go like, well, Matt, you know what you don't know. So it's like you have to sort of like, you got to walk that middle line of like, if everyone's saying something, I got to rethink this, or I got to come at this from a different angle. And that's a learned skill that I am still trying to practice every day.
I was going to say, that comes with practice.
Yeah.
You can look forward to a great deal more criticism, a great deal more rejection, a great deal more, no, I'm really not kidding.
No, it's doing any bullshit like this, it's like you're signing up for a lifetime of feedback and criticism. So it's like you have to get good at knowing what is the note behind the note, and also
exactly.
what is worth stressing out over or rethinking the way you approach your work.
Also, you have to work on trusting whoever it is who's given the fucking notes.
Yes,
because I got to tell you, there's a lot of morons.
I trust them. I do trust them.
No, really. I mean, there's a lot of idiots, is what I meant to say.
I know. I think about like when I was in my 20s doing things, and the notes that would make me be like, well, of course, this person is blah, 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 and they're going to, of course I have to change it. And then all of a sudden I'm looking and I'm like, why am I doing anything? Like I met that person 3 months ago and I don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
But when you're so young and
well, and that's appropriate when you're young. I mean, you do. One needs authority figures, and one needs to assume they know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. It's only later that you realize half of them didn't have a fucking clue. I mean, really, because like all of us, everybody plays a role. And
how do you discern who to get advice from, though? Like, how do you like, that's a very difficult thing.
I think from my husband, definitely, I trust his edits hugely. Mm-hmm. And both of my kids.
And you like their feedback on your stuff?
Well, like it. I listen to it. Let's put it that way. Much more.
I get what you're saying though, because like I'll never tell these people who they are, but I send scripts to like a wide variety of people, but I'm not reading their notes the same way. I'm sort of
exactly. It's different with every person.
I need someone with a different lived experience to tell me this. If this thing doesn't bump them, then I know we're good. It's almost like sometimes I'll send something to someone for one page, even though I don't tell them. I'm like, I just want to see if that one page bothers them, like it did my girlfriend / partner. And it's like,
so it's a pass around thing.
It's a pass around thing of
gauging the response in terms of, but that makes perfect sense too. I mean,
it's like a lab experiment, and I'm like seeing how the thing shows up on the paper, from each person.
It's like doing stand up. I mean, you're either in a room that's as dead as a tomb or you're not. And if it's something that strikes a lot of people funny, well, then you did it right.
Yes, exactly.
But again, I mean, writing is harder than that because the room is not full of laughter and clapping, and I wish it was.
Yeah.
I wish every room, in fact, was full of applause every time I walked in.
Sure. When's the last time you did something live?
Not so long ago, probably 6 months. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You've been on stage more recently than me.
But I went once. I mean, I used to do it a lot more. That's the trouble with stand-up, I think, is that when you stop, you realize how insane it is that you're doing this, and you realize how difficult it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the longer, 2 weeks go by, and it's like I never did it. I feel like I never did it because it seems that impossible.
We did a few of these, and then took like a 2-week break because of like studio time and stuff. And then when we came back, I literally was like, what is this again? Like what? And that was just 2 weeks. And I was like, what are we doing? I was like, how did I do this already? Like, I was like, what is this shit?
Yeah, exactly.
It's weird. And that's kind of where I am with stand up too, is like, I haven't done stand up in like over a year, and I've like hosted some small things, but like, I'm like, I can't even like think. I know I can write jokes. I know I can like deliver jokes.
Can.
But there's something about when I mentally picture myself like standing up there. I'm like, what? What am I like? I can't picture it. Like, it's weird. I guess that's sort of the evolution of whatever you're doing for your art and your comedy and your writing.
But I think other things are much easier to imagine. I mean, for me, I can certainly imagine being the star of a movie. It's not a problem.
Sure, Brenda, sure.
No, but the stand-up is the one thing that is forever. I'm in awe of people who do it.
Same.
I am in awe of the discipline. Mm-hmm. And when it works, it's...
magical. Yeah.
Totally magical. Yeah. Owning a room, man. Also, I think in a city like New York where there's so much power, that I don't think there's any greater power than getting a room to laugh out loud.
Oh, yeah.
I really don't.
It's a great feeling.
It's like, you could be a billionaire hedge fund, whatever, own Oppenheimer. Well, I wouldn't mind a little bit of the scotch from Oppenheimer and whatever. But no, really, that power, God, it's a high.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
And so is the rejection a very healthy thing, she says.
Do you think so?
I think that you cannot possibly succeed in any artistic endeavor without rejection.
Yeah.
You can't succeed in a relationship without rejection. Rejection, I can't even talk.
No, I hear you, though.
It's a huge part of failure, is crucial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At
what point do you go, getting a lot of rejection, maybe I hang it up or maybe I rethink it? Like that's, I think that's where a lot of people, a lot of people in my life are like a little bit younger than me pursuing comedy or pursuing other things. And I think it's like, it can start to feel like, well, how will this ever happen for me? Or what's the next thing when you're constantly like, and I'm like, I always just tell people, you just got to keep throwing shit at the wall.
That's exactly right.
But everyone hates that because you're like, well, I've been doing that. I've been doing that. It's like, well, I don't know how to explain it because I don't think I did something magical or something beyond just kept working at it.
But do you know how many people suck at it?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. But there's as many suck at comedy as do at writing. I mean, there's so much mediocre, and that sounds like a judgment.
No, but I think but it's fair.
It shouldn't stop them from doing it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, great that you're doing, and great, but don't think you're going to end up being fucky.
Oh yeah, well that's the problem with the internet culture now. Is like everyone thinks that they're one good video or one good viral moment away from like becoming like a touring act that sells out at arenas, and it's like that will happen to one person a year. Forever. But one person a year.
Yep. That is exactly
right. And if
right.
it did happen to you, you would not be able to handle that. Your life would be fucked.
Oh,
like
forever.
It would be crazy. Yeah.
I completely agree.
I think
you're right, though. I mean, I think that it is the internet, in fact, that has turned this into some sort of deranged idea of process. Because you all use that word constantly.
Yeah, don't keep putting words.
No, sorry.
You all use that word. It's like,
Your age.
Yeah.
But there is no process that happens quickly. There just isn't.
It's just a grind.
It's not 100% grind. I mean, you know that from writing. I mean, I find moments of euphoria.
Totally. It's the most rewarding thing when you crack something that feels like you've been thinking about it all week, or you discover a solution to a story beat that you couldn't figure out for a month, and then it's like it opens up a whole new realm of possibility that just comes from doing the work, which is solitary and painful. And working is so painful. And that's that's why we have to brick our phones. That's why we have to like turn them off and like because it's hard, it's so much easier to just look at videos online quickly instead of
exactly. But I also think that you forget, or one forgets, that it's the greatest luxury of all what we're talking about here. The fact that we're slaving away on creative projects, and wondering about. I mean, I've always said that there's no greater luxury than being paid to think. If I ever could come up with a job again that did that the way some of mine did, I would consider myself anyway rich.
Yeah, well, I feel like you've gotten to do that for.
I'm poor though. That's the thing. You see, I mean, I was saying
poor
the
with
other
expensive
night,
taste. And
yeah. I mean, I was saying the other night, I would rather, if I had a license plate. Well, if I could drive.
We got one step at a time here.
Exactly. Yeah. It would be live rich, die poor. And we've done that. I mean, we lived unbelievably rich.
Wow.
And as a result of that, we're going to die poor. But wouldn't you rather...
I'll give a eulogy and I will say the nicest things about you.
Wouldn't you rather that than live poor, die rich? I mean,
agree.
What's the point of that?
I agree.
I know so many older people who did that. And they have a pretty nice life now.
You're doing fantastic.
They waited. They're limping. You know what I'm saying? They got problems with their arms. There's like arthritis in their necks.
Yeah, that's coming for all of us.
This did not happen to me when I was traveling.
Yeah, sure. You were able to travel at a young. Yeah, wise. A good thing to remember.
Irresponsible and wise. Is there such a thing? It's an oxymoron.
That's your next book.
But so, are you tempted by writing a real book? I mean, like a novel?
No, I can't. I wrote a terrible novel about 4 years ago, and we did not.
How do you know it was terrible?
Because no one wanted it.
Well, were you rejected?
Yeah.
A lot?
Yeah, if I ever.
No. by everyone.
Yeah, the definition of reject, like, yeah, no one wanted to make it.
Did you have an agent?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? I thought you were passing it around the gang.
I'm trying to be real. I wasn't just giving it to people on the street. Like, what do you think?
Not in the street.
Yeah.
Friends, like you were talking about before.
Oh, yeah.
A circle.
Oh, yeah. Friends
And
loved it. But
was it in...
All right, we have to do this segment.
Sorry,
it's
okay.
time to do a segment.
Are we doing the segment? What do you mean?
No,
We're not
there's
doing
a
the
segment we have to
here?
do. This segment.
Oh, no. You mean
it's
when
fine.
they ask a question?
No.
I'm not going to be able to help you there.
Well,
you do it.
Just, all right. This segment is called That Sounds Like a Lot, where we have viewers send in their dilemma that sounds like a lot to them, and we will kind of analyze it, maybe give some advice.
Great.
Maybe just put it to rest real quick.
Great.
All right.
Great.
Producer Rebecca on the mic. What is our That Sounds Like a Lot today?
Okay, here we go. My friend's birthday is a few days after mine. She invited me to her birthday party that was going to be held on my actual birthday, but didn't acknowledge that it was my birthday or asked if I wanted to joint host the party with her. Should I say something? Am I being too sensitive to be hurt over this?
Now, first impression to me is depends
Dump
on
her.
Wait, dump her? Hold on.
Wow, harsh.
I don't mean that. But that's pretty mean
You think
on
it's
the part
mean?
of a good friend.
The joint
It's the
birthday is the
same-
idea. I would be excited about a joint birthday. I'd be like,
Didn't ask her to
I know,
co-host.
no.
Come on, what are you kidding?
Yeah, that's a weird one, I think.
Well, she's certainly not being sensitive. People are so afraid these days of being sensitive. It's okay to be sensitive. It's okay
I think that's
to
really
feel,
good advice.
Yeah, it's okay to feel like you were rejected and abandoned by your best friend.
Yeah, I think that's
I
fair.
wouldn't let that slide.
Yeah.
No
I also
way.
think birthdays are tough because it's like the one day where you kind of want other people to maybe pay attention to you and
know.
remember.
That's a good
and
point.
it's hard, like, because, you can't remember everybody's birthday. Like,
No.
but if you're close
But
friends
if you're
with
close
them,
friends and you know that,
yeah,
I'd
that
assume
would
this is not the
hurt.
first year you've been like, oh, our birthdays are so close. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's weird. What a weird...
That's a bad one. I don't even know how you would bring it up though, because then you're going to be made to feel crazy if you're like, hey, this is on my birthday, and then you're being selfish. Like, it makes you the villain, which is tough if you try to like complain to your friend.
I think you can just say, it really kind of hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
I mean, I know when my birthday is, and yours matters as much as mine does in my heart.
Yeah.
That's good.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think that's about as good as it can get.
Yeah.
Do you do anything for your birthday? I'm not a big birthday guy, so this is a tough one for me.
I like birthdays. I love gifts. I love gifts.
Receiving,
period.
giving?
Presents. I also love giving, yes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I like receiving enormously.
Sure.
So birthdays are definitely one of those events.
When is your
in which I
birthday?
get gifts. April 11th. So I'm
Oh my
Aries.
God. I just missed it. Happy
You
birthday.
just missed it. Thank you very much.
An Aries. I
Look
don't know.
out.
I don't know what that means, but April is great for
You
a
told me you know nothing about horoscopes or stars, right?
I'm Aquarius.
Okay, that's all you know.
Yeah,
What's
but-
your partner?
What's my partner?
Yeah.
Cancer.
She's Cancer.
No, she's a cusp. She's Cancer something.
Ah, okay.
I don't know.
Into the next month or the month before. I love
Yeah.
it. She's cusped something, Brenda.
June.
Well, I don't know much about it, but I know
Are we good?
Aries are killers. And
Are they?
apparently for the first time in 3,000 years or something, every planet in the universe is in Aries. It's got to mean something good.
Deep.
You know what I mean? It's
Sure.
got to.
Sure. I love astrology because I love the idea of just being like, they're doing their thing up there, and so something's gotta break for me. Like something.
You're right.
Like just going in with that delusional attitude of like, this has to be right because they're all doing their thing. This is my birthday month. It's very self-centered in
What
a
a
healthy
beautiful way. That's the most poetic description I've ever heard
Yeah,
of
it's
looking
crazy.
for solace.
I went on a date with a woman many years ago who, within like 10 minutes, first drink, she was explaining our sign compatibility, which I'm always game for. I don't like
To hear it.
Yeah. I don't
yeah.
like shit on it or anything. I'm very like, tell me why. But then I did ask. I was like, I just need to understand why my personality would be so much different because I was born in January. And she had like a very thoughtful explanation about like, I never thought of it this way. It's like basically because that time of year the moon and the sun are in, like the earth and the moon are in certain positions.
Yeah.
There's like an actual different type of gravitational pull on the earth.
Wow.
And I was like, and again, this could all be wrong.
She could have made that up.
But she said it so convincingly that I was like, all right. And like, so it shapes the way you are in the womb during those times.
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
right.
it shapes the way your brain, and I was like, Can't argue against this. I was like, it sounds like something. It could have been bullshit, but it was very like, huh.
Did you date her again, or was it a one-off?
No, that was that. But she was very sweet. She was very sweet. We had a nice hang.
So much for that.
Yeah.
Explaining the stars to you.
My birth chart's somewhere, but we don't need to get into that.
No, if I only had any idea what time I was born, I could have done it. Yeah. But I don't. No idea. Tarot either. I mean, do you pull tarot cards?
No, do you? Have you ever done
Never.
it?
I'll never do it again.
What happened the first time?
It was the most horrific reading that these people had ever seen in their whole life. And they were trying to turn it around and to reassure me. I was seeing nothing but dark towers and knives,
Oh my
knights
God.
with knives, and blood on the ground with I mean, literally the person who threw the cards was totally nonplussed and had to take a moment.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and sure enough, life went to hell like I could have never imagined.
Really?
Oh my God. To hell in a handbasket. No, really. Every aspect of my life.
When did this happen?
I pulled the cards 3 years ago, and it was 2 years of utter and unmitigated hell.
But you're okay now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just pretending.
Oh, I don't know.
Laughing. You know, I'm actually,
Well, you
I
seem
could
so
weep.
great. That's why I was like 3 years ago.
I am.
I just
I'm
want
much
to
better.
make sure you're all right.
Yeah,
That's
no,
all.
I'm much better.
Good,
But,
good. That's terrifying. See, that's why I don't
So
want
I'll
to
never do that. Exactly.
That's why I don't want to do it. Every time
Yep.
I don't really believe in much, but like I have the supernatural or of the, but there is something like if I had such a bad reading, I would be like, God damn it. Now
mean
that's
dismiss it.
It's a prophecy. No, I think
No,
I'd
that's
be like,
what I mean.
I'd be like, God damn it. And I think I would like seek out damaging things. Like,
Well, that would be
I'm like,
very
well, I
me.
have to fulfill the prophecy.
That's
like,
right.
It would almost like be like a weird invisible
Self-fulfilling pulling you in.
Self-fulfilling bullshit thing. And I'm like,
Well, we're all good at that.
My girlfriend and I got a drink like a couple months ago, and we met this person. We're just all hanging out, chatting, and they talked about tarot and how important it is. And within like 2 seconds, they essentially admitted, like, yeah, I just kind of like, depending on what's going on, because I was like, how does this work? Like, what is going on when you're pulling cards? As they say. She goes, oh, I just kind of make it up. Like, depending on what the energy is I get, I just make it up. And PJ and I, PJ and I looked at each other, and like, this person's right here, and we're like, I was like, what do you mean you make it up? Like, you know what they all mean, and then you like tell us, like, no, I just kind of see how the energy's playing for me. And I was like,
oh, God almighty.
I know. And then we're stuck in this conversation. I'm like, I don't even know
I
what's
ever
going
heard.
on. Yeah,
Oh, my God. Taxi.
Yeah. Whenever you're
old
ready,
days.
we'll get the check.
In the old days.
No,
That's so
Taxi.
irresponsible.
I know.
I know people who take tarot very seriously, and it's a little unsettling.
No, it is, because sometimes it's actually true. Sometimes things happen.
It's a very strange
Yeah.
I don't know.
force of energy. I don't know.
I believe
don't
in
know.
the self-prophesizing thing of it all. Of
I
like-
believe in curses.
You believe
Do
in
you?
curses?
Yeah.
Have you ever been cursed?
Oh, God, I hope not. Probably. I mean, knowing the
I'm
life
watching
that
it-
I've
I'm
led,
watching it happen.
it's very possible. No, but I mean, I think sometimes like the Kennedy thing. I think. I
Okay,
think
okay.
that's
That helps me understand. Yeah.
definitely a curse of some kind. I mean, I don't believe in them in general. I'm not afraid of them.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say,
I
like,
do-
witches and yeah.
It's just uncanny. How
Yeah.
much. And I also believe in hubris. I believe as the Greeks do.
In
if
what
you have
sense? Like,
Well, I mean, if you have a beautiful child, you don't ever say, I have a beautiful child, or because it's the evil eye. You're asking the gods to come on down and fuck you up. And I have known this to happen to people in life, who are even more full of themselves than I am.
Yeah.
No, but who definitely there's an arrogance. Maybe that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm very wary of people who are arrogant.
yeah. I think it's the best way to operate is
Humbly.
try to be humble and try to hope for the best. Even when things are going really well, I'm like, the last thing I want to do is screw this up.
But that's exactly right. That's when you really have to be
I
humble.
get a little scared.
Oh, boy.
We should go do a reading, a tarot reading together. We should
boy.
redeem you.
Great idea. You could do your
Take the
tarot
crew.
reading, and we could anyway.
If it was anything
Um,
short of amazing,
Right. No, we'd have to stage
I'd be
it
so
for you.
annoyed. Yeah, if it was even
We'd have to
remotely
stage
like,
it.
don't make any big decisions, don't go. I'd be like, what?
You might be better off with astrology at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you like being in New York in the summer more than like?
I do.
Yeah,
I
your summer
never have
girl?
traveled in July or August.
Really?
I know everybody does, but I never have. One, because nobody's here, which is wonderful.
I know. I do love that.
And the
aspect
fact
of
that
it.
I live now in an area where there's nobody anyway makes it even more empty. You know,
I mean, there's nobody around there.
Because
You
it's
live
all
in the
money.
heart of it.
It's all fucking hedge
the people that head
funders,
out to
private
Montauk
equity,
on the
exactly,
yeah.
Montauk, or who own many homes.
Yeah.
Hate that word, homes.
No.
Many houses they own,
Yeah.
and they're gone. You know,
Yeah.
I'm very happy that Mamdani did this thing that he did, and
Which
I hope
thing?
that he follows up on it.
Becoming mayor?
No, that he's followed
Which
up
thing
on
specific-
pretty
I
much.
was like, what are you?
No, this new thing that just passed is that he's
Oh,
going
for
to
the
be
second
taxing.
home. Oh, for the second home, like that are
if
valued.
it's
at
not a
certain...
primary residence,
no, I think it's
and
great.
it's worth more than $5 million, then you're going to pay up.
I think it is worth briefly talking about how phenomenal of a job he's doing, and under the most scrutiny a politician's had in a long time.
It's almost. See, I'm almost afraid to talk about it.
I know.
because he's been so good.
I know.
And
It's like it's. I was always a supporter and believer, but there's you watch the pressure and you watch and you know how old he is and the level of experience, but you just see people. You're like, this person isn't doing this to be famous or to be.
Grandiosity,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mean.
There's this level of just like things could be so much better than they are, and we know that. And what do we have here more than anything else? Money and people.
Yep.
And we're finally using them in a way that feels like. I mean,
This could work.
I already think this is the best city in the world, but it's like we really might enter some upper echelon in the next year with these new laws we're passing, the snow shoveling thing, just
That was
little things
brilliant.
like that. It's not changing the world, but it's like we got all these people, give them a shovel.
Yeah, but I mean,
get
it
them
was
paid.
brilliant.
Now they're getting a little extra
Exactly
money,
right.
and the streets are clean quicker.
Yep.
And you're like,
yep.
wait, we
Filling
could have
in
been
the potholes.
filling in the
I mean, it
potholes.
seems so obvious. That's why they haven't been filled in
Yeah.
40 years. But there is, he's out there. He's in the garbage trucks. He's with the postman. Every time I turn around, there's Zoran.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like I'm hallucinating half the time. I looked in the classroom. There he is again with Obama.
I saw that too. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Must be hard on the wife. I mean, no. I mean, he's never home.
Yeah.
And she's in that gigantic mansion up
On
there.
the Upper East Side.
On the
yeah.
Upper East Side.
That's the weirdest thing about New York that I don't think a lot of non-New Yorkers know.
What?
Is that the mayor lives in like a mansion in a park. Like it's the strangest, like it really doesn't make sense to me.
Yep. Well, I mean,
And when you
Bloomberg
go-
never lived there.
Where did he live?
And Adams didn't live there either.
Well, no one knows where
So
Adams
this-
was. He was
that's
flying
exactly
to
no
Turkey.
one.
He was,
Dubai.
Yeah.
Bond Street disco. I mean, he's the first one who's really lived, I think, in
Where did
quite a
Bloomberg
few
live?
mayorships. He had his own apartment.
Yeah.
I mean, he had no interest.
I walked by it like a few months ago, and I was like, it really is so bizarre that it's like right here in this park.
Yeah.
There's like people sleeping on benches, kids on swings, and then there's like the mayor's house. It's really strange.
No, it is strange.
It's
and
a beautiful looking home.
But it's in the middle of nowhere.
It's in the middle of nowhere. You're like a
10-minute
10-minute walk from a train.
Correct.
No, I
And
know
it's
you're
a
the
long
mayor,
ride
but-
down.
yeah.
Long ride down. But I mean, I think that he did that obviously for security. Because,
yeah.
I mean, I've been to some of the events, and the security is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Which I think is so sad, but so necessary.
What is going on? What is going on up here?
Well, I mean, we all wonder that these days. What's going on in so many heads,
I
so
know.
many hopeless heads. As far as, I mean, this is no transition at all. But I've been obsessed all week with the Strait of Vermouth.
The Strait of Vermouth.
That he called it the Strait of Vermouth.
Who called it the Strait of Vermouth?
Besset. I mean, if it had been what's his face, I would have understood because he's a drunk. But it
The
was
Strait of Vermouth.
Strait of Vermouth.
That's like a shitty cabaret
It's
song
unbelievable.
that someone would be doing tonight.
Yeah, but all I can think of is there are probably now thousands of Americans who are calling it the Strait of Vermouth.
I don't think anyone.
Well, but I mean, it was all over.
That's a cocktail
when
at like at a campy gay bar. It's
yes, it is. It's you can't make fun of it because it's so absurd to start with.
Oh sure, I'm not. Neither of us are downplaying the
No, but I mean
atrocities of the war in Iran. But it's like, yeah, these people don't even know what they're saying.
Yeah,
It's
They
frustrating.
don't. And it also, I mean, I don't know why my algo like force feeds me half the shit that it does. But one of the things that I get along, of course, with burial plans and burial pods and crashing airplanes. No, I kid you not. Crashing airplanes. Everything's crashing all the time. Or I get the tours of the Emirates Sea Suites. I mean, obsessed going through the. And this is the other thing that I get. I get these guys who are in Times Square or in D.C., and they ask strangers questions about geography, arithmetic, as I used to call it, and history, right? So the questions, I mean, they're on Saturday, it was, what is the capital of Mexico? Venezuela.
Yeah.
Venezuela.
Close.
What is 16 divided by 8? 8.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how did you get to 8? Well, 8 and 8 is 16.
Yeah.
The guy says, yes, that's correct. But yeah, so 16 divided by 8 is 8. And you're sitting there, and it's like, Jesus Christ, you got, what's it saying, calling it the Strait of Vermouth?
Sure.
And then you got strangers in most of America, who thinks that the capital of
I'm going to
Mexico
say
is
something
Venezuela.
crazy. I'm more concerned about the people filming and making these videos.
I know, no, and so is my son.
I'm like, what are you even doing?
Yeah.
That's when I log off. Like, if I'm
Right.
scrolling and I'm watching these like things where it's like these fake game shows, not fake, but these just like, I'm like, God, what am I watching? Like,
And it's all over. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, but I think the ignorance is all over too. I mean, I do think that it's a reminder.
do you think
of
we're
just
dumber
how
now
much-
than we were?
Oh dear
Yeah.
God, Jesus. Yes.
You think? Or yeah, I think.
I
we
think
are
the
too.
beginning of, smartphone was the beginning of dumbest.
Yeah.
There's no question. I
Yeah.
think that it's taught you how to skim instead of look at anything seriously.
I feel smarter
It's-
now than I did 5 years ago.
No, but you're fucking off the charts to begin with.
No, that's
so,
not.
Well,
Like,
you're
that's
pretty
not what
smart.
I'm not fishing for that. I'm just saying.
No, I
like,
know you're not, but you're obviously smart.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not a dumb person, but like I feel like something's happening, and I can't even put my fingers on what's going on. Everyone's like,
What do you mean?
with the dumbness of America. I think we're like getting like to a point where we're getting more conspiratorial in our thinking because it's easier to be like, I don't understand something, so it must be a plot or a conspiracy theory. Or it's
Yeah,
like,
you mentioned this at coffee about but do you think that's a conspiracy theory? Beginning to think that everyone's pretty stupid,
I'm not saying that's. I think
ignorant in this
that's just a
country.
straight up theory. I think
Right.
everyone might be a law.
But I mean, when you got the Department of Education folded into the Department of Agriculture,
Yeah.
which is what they've done.
Yeah.
I mean, they've dismembered, and when, yeah, I mean, I have friends who are teachers, and I can just tell you that it's no day at
They're
the beach.
discouraged, yeah.
Yes, they're hugely discouraged.
I am too.
And they should be making what sports players get.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they make nothing.
I know.
And I think that I mean, I really think that it's the key to everything.
Yeah, not to be too
Education and-
down, but it's like,
It's okay. You can be down. It's your podcast.
well, when you think about, yeah, whatever. But when you think about
Yeah.
like ICE and all the money that DHS gets, and you hear these things about the Department of Education, and then we know teachers since I was a child were getting paid garbage, but it's not getting better. It's stayed the same,
it's
if
not.
not like, yeah. So it's like, that's where I get when I go to my real dark places of like, well, how do we get ourselves out of this kind of this sort of education gap, or this like feeling like we're not like providing for the youth when we're just continuing to funnel more money into like genuinely very evil like secret armies.
Yep.
It's so difficult to be like, it's one thing to be like, okay, I don't like what Trump says, but I think he's doing things right. If that's your attitude, whatever, but you're so off.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, there's just it's just a money thing. Even just following the money of what's
Yep.
getting prioritized right now, it's so dark and it's so bleak. And then I go, well, like, how do you get people to do the right thing if everyone is just angry all the time and no one has any like,
No, I mean,
no one agrees on the same facts. No one. It's
I
just,
hear you.
It's like an endless cycle of junk.
But what's even bleaker, okay, if we're on the bleak track, is that, in New York City, if you go to a private school, the tuition is now $80K. It's $80,000 for a 5-year-old.
That's
$80,000.
insane.
And these schools are full. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking wait lists. We're talking
How
about.
much does that matter for your kid?
Well, it matters for the parents first. I mean, that they end up going to these very fancy schools. I mean, my kids went to private school, I have to say, when they grew up.
Full disclosure, comments are going to hate you.
Full disclosure. Exactly.
Get her out
I
of
don't
here.
care. That's
Get her
right.
the fuck out of
Well, that's it. But the
And
thing
you called me Buechele.
No, I know. But what I find ironic, you see, is that when I go to events in these schools and I look at the student body, as they used to call it, we're just perpetuating the same fucking pattern we always have.
Yeah.
These are very, very privileged, mostly white. So it's a real conundrum because if the only people who can afford to be educated starts at $80K a year for third graders and then goes on to college where it's $250,000.
But you're already on the pipeline of, these are the people I'm going to be around for the rest of my life.
And these are the people who are going to run things, Matt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're going to be the lawyers. They're going to be the judges. They're going to be and the ironic thing, is that there is this tiny little part of me, this be more horrible comments, that sort of misses dead white men. I mean, since this administration came in.
You have to say more there. I don't know if I follow here. Which specific dead white men?
Well, most dead white men who had power did know the capital of Mexico. I mean, they knew where Iraq was. They knew where France was. Some of them, hell, could even say bonjour in another language.
Sure. But I don't think that's contingent on race or gender.
But I think that it was certainly a very privileged class, and I think most of them were white.
Maybe.
Dead white men, right?
Maybe.
I mean,
just be careful.
What do you mean, maybe?
You're talking to an eventual dead white man. So
No, but I'm saying I miss them.
Sure.
I mean, I wouldn't want
the ones
obviously.
that had leadership positions
Yes,
that knew.
yes.
that cared and were, on our side.
And even the ones who didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, I was certainly no fan ever of Dick Cheney, and I marched in the Vietnam thing, and I mean, but God damn it, they went to school.
Yeah.
These people went to school. They read books. They read history books.
I get really nervous
lived.
about the young, very much alive white men that are very disillusioned about the future. For a lot of young men, I think it's easy to accidentally start getting preached that gospel.
Yep.
And then you're like, well, yeah, fuck women and fuck this stuff and
Absolutely.
fuck DEI. And it's like, because I'm the one being the racism's happening towards me
right.
and everything's unfair that's happening to me. And so I just get like,
But that's very interesting because I haven't heard that point of view about the group in general, the way you just described.
oh yeah, I have a lot of empathy for the young white male in some way. I have to be careful I say that, but I just think it's like these people are the most insane, and they're only going to get worse if we don't fix their.
But how are you going to fix that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to do this bullshit. Maybe. Maybe if there's a dude who seems normal to them that isn't what's his name, Ben Shapiro or
right.
those, maybe if there's less Tucker Carlson, less Nick Fuentes. You have a favorite hip hop artist right now? Anyone? I know you're a big hip hop fan, and that was something you came to late in life.
I'm trying to. I mean, all the boring ones. They're not. I mean, Kendrick's not boring. Chance isn't boring.
No, those are all great.
But new ones probably dead. I mean, they seem to be dying all the time.
Yeah, I'm a big Baby Keem fan. Do you like him?
Yeah, absolutely.
His new album's really good. I also liked his last album, but I'm like, he's so fascinating to me just because the Kendrick thing, being cousins with Kendrick. I'm like, what a thing.
And also, what an unbelievable rise, Kendrick. I mean, he literally seemed to come out of nowhere, and before you knew it, Kanye and Jed were just deceased. They were.
It is. Well, now Kanye's super deceased. I feel like, but
he was a genius. I'm saying Jay was not a genius.
Brenda, I could talk about Kanye forever. Yeah. It's like the fucking worst. Oh my God. It's the worst thing musically that's ever happened to me. He was like my favorite of favorites. He was my he was crazy, but he was making things I've never heard before, and he was changing genres, and he was pushing boundaries.
Yep.
And now it's at a point where it's not even fun to listen anymore because you're just you mourn what you lost, and you're like,
that's right.
I don't think anyone's had more influence on pop music or hip hop music in the past, since I've been born. It's.
And I think anybody who's really into music would agree with you too, including hip hop. Mm-hmm. I do think Kendrick is pretty fucking talented.
Kendrick's amazing. There's a lot of people that are right there, but when we're talking Beatles level influence in my mind, it's Kanye, and it's now you can't even I listened to the most recent album that he did a couple weeks ago, and you're just no. It doesn't even ring true anymore. It all feels hollow and stupid. I listened to it and I was like, I don't care. And what a shame.
Also, it's just so tragic that he could be this out of his mind and not have anybody getting him any help. I mean,
I know. It's what is going on?
Oh my God. he's literally completely off the chain. I
Yeah.
mean, just nuts. And
Yeah.
the woman trailing around with him, with her pubic hair showing out in her butt with the coat and what the fuck is, up with that is all I can say. Okay, I'm out of here.
No, you gotta stay. We're not
Oh,
done.
I do?
We're
What
not
do you
done.
mean?
We have to do,
What do we have to do? You know what? This isn't going to work because we laugh too much.
No, it'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this is really good.
Can you cut out all the laughter?
No, this is a really
Yeah,
good
we'll cut out all the laughter.
This is an old.
This is a no laughs.
This is fucking news. We end every episode with a segment I call predictions,
Okay.
where I get you and I to make some predictions on the record for some things in the near future.
Okay.
And then you can go home.
Okay.
So this wasn't as painful as I.
No, it wasn't painful. It was wonderful, Matt.
No, I'm glad you had fun. Okay, ready? First prediction, Brenda.
Oh, God, I'm already hopeless. I
By the-
suck
No,
at predictions.
Just all right. No, you'll be fine. I'm jumping in with you.
Oh, okay.
By the end of this year, do you think there's any world where we invade Canada?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Question mark?
That was a real.
you know what I'm saying?
That was a real one-act
No.
play right there. What a performance! I was on the edge of my seat. Absolutely.
I mean, that's
I
a
don't think so either.
tough call, though.
I don't think so. It to me that would be a level of like such insanity, and I don't mean like bombing necessarily, but in the same way that we like sent boats to Greenland for like a weekend or whatever,
Right, for a weekend.
just for a little stay. I
But
could
I
see
mean,
them. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the thing is if you can look at if you can actually understand that, there are people who are shoving Americans into the back of vans and delivering
Yeah.
them to the Congo,
Yeah.
why couldn't you believe that he'd invade Canada?
I think that's totally
Do you
fair.
know what I mean?
I think that's why it's impossible to rule anything out.
It makes predictions very difficult.
Predictions are hard, but that's why we do them.
Okay. No, I hear you.
So you're saying no. I'm saying probably no.
I'm saying no.
I'm saying no.
I don't.
I think it would have to take some kind of weird thing to get his attention to do
Up
that.
there.
Yeah, and I don't see. I think
Well,
the
something
Canadians.
in the Arctic.
I think
Maybe
that-
the Russians could do a false flag thing.
That's interesting. We need to have more space near Alaska because we need it. It's
Well,
a
we need to be
strategic
near
thing.
Exactly. Near
Isn't
the
it
Arctic.
suck? Isn't it suck? That this is what it is. It's such a like. This is a joke, but it's kind of not.
No, well, that's the part that's horrible, Matt.
Yeah,
it's kind of not.
It's
exactly
kinda not.
right.
Okay, prediction.
yeah.
What do you think the drink of the summer will be in New York this
Oh,
year?
Lord God.
Do you drink?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I
but
don't
not
know.
much.
Okay.
I have one martini a night. That's it, and it's a very short shot.
Gin or vodka?
Very short. No, not the real one.
Oh.
Vodka.
Oh,
Yeah, gin's the real one.
okay. I go
That's
gin.
the-
Yeah, I didn't know that
that's-
was the real one.
Oh yeah, that's the British.
Oh.
They wouldn't be caught dead drinking vodka martini, or a dirty martini, or a fucking espresso martini.
I don't like dirty. That's the
or-
thing. I can't
Who
do
would
the olive
out of an olive bottle. That juice. You know what I'm saying? It's been sitting there.
I like it citrusy, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Okay,
what is the
we
drink
got
of the
off
summer?
that.
What's the drink of the summer?
You
What's
know,
the drink
I
of the summer?
I just think drinking more probably will be what happens over the summer because with where we are now, Matt,
The drink of the summer
know-
will be 3.
that's it. That's it.
The drink of the summer
Forget
will be,
the ones with the
will be,
umbrellas.
several.
Forget
Yeah.
After we've invaded Canada,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
will.
I feel like every year in New York that there's like a thing that kind of catches fire. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, like the espresso.
The espresso martini a
like,
couple years back. I feel like there was an Aperol spritz moment.
Oh yeah, foul. Yeah.
yeah.
That's done. But that's all anybody ever ordered was the Aperol.
I do like
spritz.
an Aperol spritz.
Well, you
every
should
now and
try Campari spritz.
then. I do like a Campari spritz.
Delicious.
I am a very
With
whatever
a
you put
little
in front
bit
of me.
of red vermouth.
Oh, the Strait of Red Vermouth.
Poor man's a Negroni.
Oh,
And it's
that's
fabulous.
my favorite cocktail.
Well.
One of those, 1.5 of those, and it's like here we
Oh,
go.
well. Yeah, let's invade Canada.
Genuinely, yeah. There's a little French place near my apartment. And
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, it's great. And they do a happy hour from 4 to 7.
Okay.
And it used to be, like a few years ago, anything on the menu was $5. And they'll give you a Negroni. And you know how a Negroni comes with usually a big ice cube.
Of course, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like maybe 3/4 of the glass full.
It's a lot of booze, yeah.
But at this place, it comes in, it's like up to the rim. It's almost like ridiculous. And you're like, well, what am I even drinking here? And I went there once by myself just to read a book.
Yeah.
And it was like, I finished one and it was like, I felt crazy. Like, I was like, I got to get out of here. Like, it was that strong. And now the prices have gone up. And I'm like, yeah, they can't be giving away this much.
So what is this French place?
It's called Café du Soleil.
Oh, is that? It sounds like it's in Brooklyn.
No, it's
It's on.
it's like 105th and
Yep,
Broadway.
yep,
Shout
yep.
out du Soleil.
I'm gonna have to try it.
It's very fun. It's all
Yeah.
French people that run it. They call you like Monsieur when you're good.
Uh-huh. Oh, they do?
Yeah, it's very sweet. It's fun. You feel transported, and then you look around and everyone's like twice
Like
your
you.
age, and you're like, no.
Oh, they're twice your age.
It's like you have to fight with the old people to get a seat at the bar because they're all sitting there because they have nothing else to do. And I'm like, shit.
But doesn't that make you feel young?
It makes you,
You
feel.
know?
It makes you feel young in a way. You're like, I shouldn't be here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm cramping their style. You're like, God damn. Then I go 2 blocks up, and it's all 19-year-olds with fake IDs at
there's
Columbia.
Tons of those.
Yeah,
Tons of those. Oh,
I'm
my
right
God.
in the middle of 19-year-old and like 90-year-old. Is where I live. But okay, one more prediction.
Yeah.
Will Jay-Z ever release an album again? And if so, what do we think it will be called?
They say he's doing it, don't they?
Is he?
He's coming up here for a concert at
What?
Yankee Stadium.
Oh, but that's going to be like play the hits, don't you think?
I guess at this point in his life, yeah. Probably. No, I don't think he's ever going to do another album.
I don't think so either.
Nah. I think he's,
I think he's going to
He'd be
continue
done.
to be businessman.
yeah. He's not,
Yeah. He's a
What
billionaire,
was that
right?
What was that wonderful line?
I'm a businessman, not a business.
I'm not a businessman. I am
I'm
the
a business, comma,
No, I am
man.
the business.
I'm a
yeah.
business,
I'm
comma,
a
man.
businessman, not a businessman.
Thank you, God.
Do
Google
not
is
air
listening.
this. Do not air this part. Just 2 idiots. Like,
I love it.
well,
oh
that's
my
great.
God.
I got nothing else
all
for
right.
you. Is there anything
So-
you want to? Huh?
I'm gonna have you for dinner, and
Oh,
this
great.
time, do you think you'll come with your partner?
Yeah, I'd come.
Okay, TJ,
PJ.
a PJ.
TJ's close. You were you're 50%.
One initial wrong, one letter wrong.
You're so close. Wait,
and
is there
I'll
anything
ask
you
some
want to
other,
say to the folks? Anything you need to promote? Anything?
Thank you so much. Oh no, not like that.
I don't know if you're like I'm going to be doing something.
Oh
and
no,
the-
I never do that. If they're gonna find me, they can find me.
Brenda,
They're
I
not.
can't thank you enough. This was so lovely.
This was a blast.
effortless, fun.
I didn't know we'd be laughing too much.
It's
You
it's
know,
what
I
we want.
think I was gonna be very stiff and
Oh, you really felt that way?
nervous.
I wasn't
Yeah,
worried
I was
about you. I
nervous.
was like, you'll crush. So
okay. Well, that's good to hear. And the man who wears $16.95 sneakers, right?
let a man
Who
live.
isn't bougie?
Let a man live.
Let a man live.